everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to give you a walkthrough on how you can send an online application so you can obtain your letter of acceptance from one of the designated institutions or designated learning institutions in Canada, which is New Brunswick Community College. So first off, you can just simply go to Admissions and Finances tab from this page, and under International Applicants, click on How to Apply link. Okay, let's click on it. And you will be routed on this page. You just need to scroll down a little bit, and under this International Applicants, you can just click on How to Apply button. And from here, there's a handful of information that you can read through or get through. Some useful information regarding your application, so you might want to have a look and review some of it. And you would also see here the application fee of 100 Canadian dollars. Alrighty, so once you're done, then you can just simply click on Apply Online Now. Alright, and lastly, I think this would be the last page for you to go through. And then from here, you would be able to see useful information again. You can just run through this, and once done, you can simply just scroll down a little bit until you find this Apply Now button. Okay, once you click this Apply Now button, I will no longer click it because it takes a while. So once you click this, you'll get routed to this window. So if you're a new applicant, then you can just click on a register button right here. And if not, if you've already created one before previously, then you can just type in your username and your password here, so you can just log into your account. Perfect, right? Pretty easy. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and click on the register now or register button right here for the sake of this video, so I can give you a complete walkthrough for a new applicant trying to obtain letter of acceptance from New Brunswick Community College. So let's try that. Alright, so once you click on the register button, you will get this like a welcome message from the system. You just simply need to click on the agree and continue button right here. Okay, so it should get you routed to creating a new account. So let's just wait a little bit. Alright, so once you successfully click on the register button, you will get routed to this page where you need to fill in all the required information. So those with an asterisk here are required information. So these are your first name, your given name, your last name, date of birth also, and of course your email address here is also required. And yeah, I think the email address is very important because that would serve as your username later on when you will try to log into your account. Okay, so you need to note on that. And of course, you need to also assign your password. Yeah, password, and then confirm password. And on the other part of this registration page is security questions. So these are required 3 questions with an answer in case you forget your password, and this would help you in retrieving or setting another password on your account. So it's very important also. And lastly, so once you're done setting all the information here, so you just need to simply click on the register button. Alright, so once you've successfully clicked on the register button, you will get routed to your profile. So this is now your newly created profile where it would ask you to complete all the necessary information for you to start or submit an application to NBCC. So this information are pertaining to you. So these are personal information, background information, contact information, education history, which is very important, and then program selection, and lastly, you can submit your application. Okay, so on this video, we'll try to fill in all the required information on your profile so you will have the look and feel on how it looks like for you to submit an application to NBCC via their portal. Okay, this NBCC's portal for international applicants. So let's start on the personal information. On this page, I would say this is very important because this is where you upload your anything about your education history, okay? And I want you to take a look on the sections where you can upload documentations like supporting documents. So for high school, for high school transcript, so you have the option to upload high school diploma. You also have a section for that. Post-secondary supporting documents, this can be your transcript and your diploma together. You also have that section. And also English language proficiency, like a proof. Like for example, if you've taken your IELTS, then there's also a section for that. Now, there is no section here where you can upload your English as medium of instruction certificate for high school. So personally, what I did, I've merged my English as medium of instruction certificate together with my high school diploma. So I would be able to send it over to them. Yeah, that's what I did and it went pretty well. Okay, so you just need to like merge it using I Love PDF. Yeah, that would work also. And you can also use Word document. That would also work. So Microsoft Word, yeah, that's another way. And then for your post-secondary supporting documents, you can merge your transcript together with your college diploma. So those were just the options that I did and it went well. They were able to evaluate my documentations and yeah, I just got my letter of acceptance after 4 months of submitting my entire application. So yeah, that's pretty much it on this page. After you uploaded all of your documentations for education history, your next step is to upload or choose for your program. So on this part or on this page, you can choose your intake and also select for the preferred programs that you're eyeing for to take at NBCC. All right, and you can have here the selection for your term, like your intake, and also for the program that you prefer. So you just need to like select for the intake, for example, fall 2023, and then utilize you can either like type on the keyword, or you can also utilize the advanced search options. That would work also. All right, and sometimes they would not populate, or the result, it can't be like there is no result for by just simply typing in. So what I did is I've utilized the advanced search. So in this case, if it's being offered for that particular intake, then you would be able to search it. But if it's not being offered, then it's not viewable, or it's not on the list of their offerings. So, or other option might be, reach out to NBCC, so you will get cleared with the offerings if the preferred program that you're eyeing for is being offered for that particular intake. That would also be another option. Okay, and in every application, so for applying a letter of acceptance at NBCC, you are being charged of 100 Canadian dollars, and that's non-refundable. So for every application, you are allowed to choose for 2 programs. So number 1 would be your primary program, the one that you really wanted, and number 2 would be maybe the secondary program. Okay, so at least on their processing, or in their process of evaluation, if in case you can no longer take the primary program, then they do have the option for you to, or they do have the option to give you your secondary preferred program. So I think that was the idea of giving you the chance to choose 2 programs for each application. Okay? So once you're done and you are ready to go, you're settled with the programs that you wanted to take, then the next step is to hit on the continue button. So you will get routed to the page where you need to settle your application fee, which is the $100. So on this page, once finalized, then you can just hit on continue. So on here, it's being indicated how much is your application fee, which I just mentioned earlier. You are being charged of $100 for the application fee, and it's non-refundable. All right, and once you hit that pay now button from that page, you will get routed to NBCC's payment gateway. So I no longer like click on it, but yeah, just to give you an idea what I did, I pay it using the credit card option. So they accept from the previous page that I've shown, they accept Visa, MasterCard, credit cards. So yeah, it depends on the foreign exchange on that particular day. So yeah, you can just simply check on your statement of account how much is the exchange rate on that particular day. So I'm in the Philippines, and at that time I think the exchange rate is like 43 or 42. It depends really. So that's just how I paid it, and it takes I think it takes just a day or 2 days, and then I've got the confirmation from NBCC that I've successfully paid it, and that my application has been sent to them. So you will get a notification from NBCC that actually first was like a thank you message, like thank you for applying, those kind of message. And I will also like give you a look and feel of the message, so you would have an idea what is the step-by-step process. And if you also take a look on this page right here, you would be able to see there is like a progress bar. So far on our process, our application process, I'm on the 91%. It is because some of the parts of our profile isn't completed, so which is why. So it should have been 100%. Alright, so I'm just going to show you this profile that we've created. So once you've submitted your application, you would have I want you to have a look on the first application that has a submitted and then on a check. Submitted and then a checked icon. So that was my previous application at NBCC, which I've already received my letter of acceptance from them. So the other one, which has a 90% status of completion, is the ones that I've shown you. Okay, and then so it has a 90% status because I've just shown you like how to upload documents, right? But we didn't upload documentation. So if in case you just wanted to like see or have a look on how the system is being set up, then you can play around with the system while waiting for your documentations or while waiting for NBCC to upload their offerings on their portal. That's what we did. So NBCC uploaded their program offerings in June of 2021, but we have already created our account at NBCC's portal since February of 2021, and we just played around how it looks like, at what percentage we are at creating our profile. So when the time comes, like when June of that year comes, then we are like 100% ready. Like we are just going to select for our programs and then pay for it and then submit. So we would be able to make sure that we can have a seat, like a secured seat on our application. So that's what we did. So it's better to prepare at early time so you would be able to secure a seat once you submitted your application early on. I would suggest that really. So that's what we did, and thankfully we were able to get a secured seat at NBCC for fall intake of this year. Okay? Alright, so as soon as you've submitted your application successfully to NBCC, you will now receive this like a confirmation letter from them, a thank you, at the same time a confirmation letter from them that confirms that you've successfully or they successfully received your application. So it would have like a date, right? And so as far as I can remember, we had submitted our application June 1st PH time, and then we were able to receive this letter from NBCC June 2nd. So it's just a simple letter that says thank you for submitting your application. It's now being reviewed and processed, and you just need to wait for quite a quite a while. Like for us, we have waited for like total of 4 months because we've applied June 1st and then we have waited. There is no other communications after this letter, only the letter of acceptance after 4 months. So June 1st, and then we received our letter of acceptance October 28th of 2021, and that was the happiest day ever. So this is the most awaited day, and this is how letter of acceptance looks like. So it would have your student ID and some of handful instructions for you to follow so you can create your portal. By the way, this portal is different from the portal that you've created or that we created earlier, okay? And it would also have a confirmation deposit notice, which has a due date in it. So you would need to pay this like prior before your due date. And also on this page, you would also be able to see the program that you're going to take at NBCC, and also when would that be, like the intake. So on my case, I have it for fall 2022, so it's a fall intake. And my program is cybersecurity. And on this letter also, it would have the letter, okay, the specific letter for the IRCC, which is very important, which is why when creating your GC key account, there is a specific section for your letter of acceptance specifically. So this is the letter that should be there. Well, you would need to entirely upload the entire letter of acceptance sent to you by the school. And on here also, it indicates anything related to your program. So when your program will start, how much the cost for your entire studies. So that's yeah, that's everything in there. So the Canadian officer or visa officer that will evaluate your request to have a student visa would have an idea of what kind of like visa that should be granted to you, because some of the programs, for example my program, it has a co-op. So maybe some of you have an idea of co-op. It's like an OJT while you're studying. Okay, it's on the job training. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something. If you do have some questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Thank you.